trash. Bo Nix is trash.
Cam doesn't know ball. No, he does not. Dude, playoffs! Real fans! All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, dudes?
What is up, everybody? FanFeed Nation, what's going on? We are back to talk divisional round football, and I'm here in the studio with Caleb, with Trey. We're in the same room right now.
Yeah. First time ever.
First time
That
ever.
all
to have
three
all
of us have been in.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Dude.
And it's been a minute since I've been over here.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of virtual streams, but we're back. We're talking divisional round football. Very exciting stuff. You guys excited?
Dude, so excited.
Stoked. Can't wait.
I hope everybody heard me singing that Bo Nix is trash. And,
I
Trey,
heard
you got cut off Tuesday because you started talking about Bo Nix being better than Caleb Williams, and we had to get rid of you. So, do you want to rescind that comment, or you?
No, I'll double down. I can't
That's
wait
insane.
I can't wait to talk to Jose
That's insane.
either, because man, he's gonna be on tonight.
Where's your
Let's
Where's
go.
your gold chain?
Oh, where is it?
Right
Behind
over
you.
your head.
Is it
Yeah.
right here?
Yeah.
All right. Just so everybody knows, I told Trey if the Broncos make the Super Bowl, I will be wearing one of these shiny, awesome Denver Bronco chains.
Let's go
On the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you will.
a lot at stake for me with this next game.
Yeah.
Playing the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. Cabes, what are you most excited for the divisional round?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm a little sad. Like, I'm just sitting here looking at it, and it's like only 4 games to watch this weekend, man. Like, it was just a couple weeks ago, me and Cam were going as fast as we could to get through all the games to talk about them.
Yeah.
And now here we are, 4 games left.
Yeah.
And it's exciting, but a little sad. And I'm thinking, what bets am I going to put in this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
And how much money am I going to lose on them?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Jose's a big bet guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
When he ups on, we can talk about that.
I feel so bad
I
because
need insights.
Yeah.
So Sunday, we put in 2 bets, and well, I don't even know if we got the same one the second game, but I hit both of mine the first 2 games.
Nice.
Which was sick. And then I posted it on Twitter, which I don't normally do. And Jose tweeted me, and he was like, "What you got for tonight, Cam?" I was like, "Oh, baby, I got you."
Yeah.
O'Marion Hampton touchdown. O'Marion Hampton 30 rushing yards, and O'Marion Hampton didn't even play. I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, correction, he played 1 snap, which just buttered my biscuits.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
good.
Infuriating.
Yeah, Trey, you finally get to see your Broncos in playoff football for the first time since last year.
Yeah.
Who'd they lose to last year?
Oh, the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting.
Yeah,
very,
Bills?
very interesting.
Wow, I
The
forgot
Buffalo
that.
Bills.
And what was the final score of that one?
31-7.
But y'all weren't really like
What?
last year. Y'all were not the team you are this year.
Team is both teams are so different.
Yeah.
Very different.
And I'm excited to talk about that game, especially with Jose present, obviously. But man, a lot more confidence going into this year, to this divisional round than we had last year. The Broncos fans, I think I speak for everyone. We were just happy to be there. We were like, oh, we made it. It doesn't matter if we get blown out. Like, we already exceeded expectations that we had.
Yeah, because
but-
what was the playoff drought prior to that?
2015 Super Bowl, like Super Bowl 50.
That was the last time you
we
were in
made
the playoffs.
was Super Bowl 50.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's been a minute.
Now I see why you love Bo Nix.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Like,
It makes sense.
well, he's doing what we thought Russell Wilson was going to come in and do.
Right.
And
right.
and it's just, man, 2
Yeah.
vastly different quarterbacks. Dude.
It's
gosh.
a tale of 2 franchises. Like you guys having the 10-year drought.
Yeah.
9-year drought of playoff
Yep.
visits. You have Bo Nix come in, take you to the playoffs. Us Steelers fans, we had Big Ben, went to the playoffs like all the time, and then lost Big Ben to retirement, to old man time, and then in comes Kenny Pickett, and what does he do? He takes us straight to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we did not have the same feelings that you have about Bo Nix. We
Yeah.
were very
I know.
anti Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, when did it, how long did it take you to fully commit and believe that Bo Nix was the guy? Like, was it a couple games in, halfway through playoffs?
It was fully commit. It was late last season.
Okay.
But when it first started was that Raiders game. It was one where Pat Surtain had that 99-yard pick six.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
turned the whole season around. Like, if he doesn't get that, the Raiders probably go up 17-3 at that point, and who knows what happens after that. But yeah, then then Bo starts like going crazy. Like then he starts like dropping dimes, and he's got that big. It was when it was when I was fully on board was that game against the Bengals when he had
one of the best games of
dude.
my life, dude.
That one and I can't. No, that was after. But when he hit that massive 93-yard touchdown against Cleveland last year. To Mims. All three of those touchdowns to Marvin Mims.
Beautiful throw.
Which, by the way, he needs to be more involved this week.
What happened to Marvin?
I don't know, man.
Maybe that's what Sean Payton's been hiding from us all this time.
Yeah. He's been waiting for the playoffs.
That's the game plan.
He's our dagger.
Just for everybody's knowledge out there, tonight what we're breaking down the divisional games like we said, but we are bringing on our guest writers from each of the teams to break down these games. We're going to start those in just a few minutes. Before we do, I really wanted to just talk briefly about the head coaching changes that are going on right now. The biggest news so far, John Harbaugh is now the new coach of the New York Giants.
So crazy.
Reports are as well that he's bringing in Todd Monken as the OC, and he's also looking at both Zach Orr for defensive coordinator, the Ravens D coordinator from this past year, or Anthony Weaver from the Dolphins, who is somebody who's also worked with Harbaugh. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about this John Harbaugh to New York signing?
I like it. I mean, we talked about this a little bit. What was it, Tuesday? Just a couple days ago. We talked about a couple of days ago where if I had my pick, if I was a head coach, that's where I would go, was New York, just because of everything they got there. But it starts with Jaxson Dart. Right. And he's thinking that too. He's sitting there and he's like watching tape of Cam Ward and Tyler Shuck and all these teams, and he's just like, Jaxson Dart is the guy. Yeah. So I think good for him, and good for the Giants. Honestly, I think there's a very real chance that they could win that NFC East next year. Yeah. With this, I mean, man, he has turned New York into a place that players are going to come want to play now. I mean, that's what Baltimore is,
Absolutely.
Right? And he's a big part of that. So it's exciting for them for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but another interesting breakthrough. Steelers have submitted an interview request for Coach Kubiak. Not Clint Kubiak. Clay Kubiak. The 49ers offensive coordinator.
Wow.
Really, really interesting. That's the first I've heard of him this whole entire cycle. Not sure what that means, but other than that, I don't think there's been any other coaches that have signed. I know there's a bunch of interviews going on this weekend and in the upcoming weeks, and we'll be sure to, make sure we update everybody. But you
said Saleh too, right? Saleh's interviewing.
Well, I don't think there's an official request for Saleh for the Steelers. Saleh's interviewing with the Cardinals.
That's
tonight.
What I meant. Yeah.
So Saleh's interviewing with the Cardinals. I know the Ravens right now are favored to get like a Brian Flores type.
Okay.
Or the Browns is an interesting one, going for offensive coordinator for the Jags, Grant Udinski. Apparently he's 30 years old, but apparently he's like a wizard. Everybody that's talking about him is like, this guy just knows ball. He's not married, has no kids. He just he lives in his van. Like,
that's why he's so good.
Yeah, he loves football.
No commitment,
no distractions,
no commitments to nothing.
Only ball.
And I know that there's a lot of teams that have feelers out there for guys like Chris Shula. Like I said, Flores already. Jesse Minter, the Chargers. I think he's the favorite for the Ravens coaching job right now.
He's going to be good, man.
You think so?
He's a good coach.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean,
you hate the Chargers.
I hate the Chargers, but you can recognize talent when you see it.
Real recognize real.
Yeah.
Game recognize game.
And
that's right.
Man, what he did with so just look at last week, for instance. He held Drake May and the Patriots to 16 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In a game where they were
anytime you hold the team to 16 points, your team should beat them. Yeah. He did his job in the playoffs.
And that's with a plethora of injuries.
Yeah.
Especially in the front seven. Yeah, he's definitely good, and he's another guy I think the Steelers are looking at, which very excited about. I think there's a lot of good coaches in this cycle, a lot of young guys, and a mix of some kind of veteran coaches that are trying to make a comeback, like Flores and Saleh. I love both those guys. I just don't want them to be Steelers coaches. I want the young up and coming offensive wizard. So give me that, but. Anyway, all right, it is 7:00. We're ready to roll. Y'all ready to start talking about these games?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, first games we got. We're going to bring on Mr. Anthony and Jose to talk Bills Broncos. What is up, fellas?
Let's go. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, how's everybody?
Good.
Doing
Great,
good.
baby. Great. We got playoff football. The Steelers aren't in it, so I don't have to stress anymore. You know,
Well, now you got stressed about wearing the Broncos chain.
that
in the Super Bowl.
I do have to stress about wearing a Broncos chain.
And
to the
seeing
Super
Jose
Bowl.
all over social media.
Yeah,
No,
that
let's
is true too. Yeah. Before we roll, Jose, do you want to just comment on your current, I guess, run on Twitter right now? Tell the people what's going on Twitter.
Yeah, so pretty much I've just removed my filter at this point. We're getting to the it's been a long time since the Broncos have been halfway decent. So I really have kind of had my muzzle on the last decade since Super Bowl 50. So now that the Broncos are good again, I can start talking my smack.
Yeah.
I feel empowered.
I love it, man. I've been waiting for you to come on because, man, these guys double team me every single week. Like, I wish Jose was here. Back me up.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay because we got Anthony on our side, and Anthony actually knows ball. Anthony, what's up, my guy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Ready to talk about the Bills.
Yeah, sweet. Cool. Well, let's just get started.
Wait, you see this comment real quick?
Oh, wait, I did see this comment.
Look at this.
Broncos by 37. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Yeah.
By 37.
I think you guys are going to be shocked by how I take this game, but we'll discuss that
You
here
can
shortly.
smack down, probably.
Anthony, I want to ask you first. How did you view that Bills game against the Jags? They pull it out 27-24, very close game. And notably, the Jags did beat the Broncos closer to the end of the regular season. I know Trey or Jose don't really want to talk about that, but I think it's worth talking about in a moment like this.
I'll talk about it.
But Anthony, what did you see from the Bills in that game that gets you excited for this game?
I mean, I just saw a team that fights, a team that has heart and grit, and that's the kind of thing you need if you want to go win a championship. And obviously, Josh Allen is Superman, and he could literally drag this team into the Super Bowl, and I would not be surprised. But obviously, credit to him. And I think that Jaguars game, it does mean a little bit, but at the same time, like them beating the Broncos is like it's in the past. This is the playoffs now. Regular season doesn't really matter that much. But it is kind of funny that that's like the only loss they've had since week 3 was to the Jaguars. Bills just beat the Jaguars, so maybe they could get some momentum from that.
Yeah, Jaguars were super hot coming into this game.
Yeah.
Really was a game that a lot of people saw the Jags beating the Bills.
Myself included.
Yeah, you definitely saw that.
Yeah.
I think I did take the Bills, but it was not a very confident
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst Bills team we've seen in the past like 6 years. And right now, and I know we'll talk about this shortly, but the receiver situation is just god awful. They've lost like 3 guys, and I can't even tell you their names because they're all no-name guys, but they were starters on this team. Tyrell Shavers, Josh Palmer,
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Davis.
And
Yeah,
I think
he's-
now
yeah.
this week they're only going to have like 4 receivers maybe on the roster.
I don't know if this is true. He was on Twitter.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Take this with a grain of salt, but somebody was like, I saw that they were running safeties at wide receiver. And then,
What surprised me.
and I wouldn't be surprised either way. I don't know if that's true necessarily, but
Trubisky in the slot.
yeah.
It's time.
They are going to be running a ton of double tight end sets. I can almost guarantee you that. But yeah, Jose, let's talk to you, man. It's been a week since your Broncos have played. Really, 2 weeks because y'all didn't play your starters in the final week of the season, right? You didn't play.
No, they did.
We
Oh,
did, yeah.
But it was like a week and a half ago. Like it was
Gotcha.
it was the Christmas game.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. But yeah, it's
Wait,
been.
wait.
Is that right?
No, the Chargers the week after Christmas.
That's
Week
right.
after
that's right.
Christmas. So Jose, with a week of preparation, how do you feel for the team? Do you feel like they're prepared, or do you feel a little nervous? Because we've seen a lot of these bye week teams suffer from having that week off. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I don't have any lack of confidence in the Broncos, especially considering how much of a hard ass Coach Payton is. Like he has these guys dialed in, locked in, and he kind of brings it up in almost every press conference that they haven't really won anything to this point. So job's not even close to being finished. Even when they clinched a playoff spot, he downplayed it. When they won the division, he downplayed it, got the first seed, and you couldn't tell any difference in their demeanor or their behavior because they just treat it as another game. So I think that's the same mentality going forward into the divisional round. I think these guys are rested. Broncos are almost completely off the injury report in contrast with the Bills, who are banged up.
Dude,
Bad
laundry list of injuries they got.
Yeah, and you tweeted about this, Jose, about why teams should fight for that first round bye, and I think this is exactly what we're discussing is, fighting for that first round bye so that you can have that time to rest up, let your players heal, have some rest. I mean, it's just a long season. So I think that's a big deal. Before we go back to Anthony, I do want to ask you this. What were your thoughts on Sean Payton's comments to the media talking about Dre Greenlaw running downhill?
Yeah, I think he was he was responding to Luka Evans. I think he's a Denver Post writer who's actually really quiet. I love Luka and everything that he does and writes about. So I think they have just kind of had a good back and forth all season long. That's not the first time Peyton snapped at him this season. Yeah. So pretty much every time, well, not every time Sean snaps at everybody, but a handful of times that Sean did snap at the media, it was directed at Luka. So I think they have a good back and forth, and I don't think it really meant anything, especially compared to like what it was built up to on social media.
Right.
I think they're just having fun.
I just saw everybody talking about how unlikable he was, and maybe that's just my algorithm because Broncos verified Broncos hater here.
Dude. Right Sean's one of those guys that if he's on your team you love him, and if he's coaching for somebody else you hate his guts. So me, it pumps me up when I see him show attitude or snap at people. I love it, but I can see why other fans tend not to like him.
Akeem Talib effect. It's like if he's on your team, you love him.
Yeah.
But if he's not on your team, you're like, I hate that guy.
Oh yeah. Or the Ray Lewis effect. Very similar thing. I just obviously with Coach Tomlin leaving Pittsburgh, I just think about how he treated the media, with these crazy sayings that you're like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Like if my auntie had male parts, he'd be my uncle. I'm so grateful he dropped that dime before he dipped.
No, and he actually had one of the coolest things I've seen on from a coach on TV in recent memory.
Beating his chest.
Yeah, that was so cool.
All right, so let's come back to Anthony, and I want to revisit that conversation about injuries and just the wear and tear on the Bills. So obviously Bills are missing quite a few receivers, and they're going against probably easily a top 3 secondary in the league, if not number 1 in the league. So how do you see the Bills attacking this Broncos defense on Saturday? Is it Saturday? Yes.
Yeah.
I think it starts with running the ball effectively. James Cook was pretty much anonymous against the Jaguars, so they got to get him going. And then obviously we know Josh Allen can run himself, especially when they get down in the red zone. So I think just running the ball often and getting the run game going, because they really haven't been doing that. And also I think lots of 2 tight end sets, like you said. We got 2 of the best tight ends in the league, I would say. And I think if we use them effectively, then that's also a way to get into the pass game with those little short throws to the tight ends and kind of build some momentum through that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say they're one of the best tight ends in the league, but they're certainly better than Adam Troutman, notable Sean Payton side lover.
One of the best duos in the league is what I meant, not on their own.
And I totally agree. You don't even have to be a good talent when you have a quarterback like Josh Allen.
Exactly.
All year you've seen guys like a guy named Tyrell Shavers. I think he's 27 years old. He was a big preseason star last year. Didn't do anything in the preseason this year. And meanwhile, last week he's catching dimes along with aged veteran Brandon Cooks. So crazy. Jose, on the Broncos side, really what this game comes down to in my mind for you guys is number 1, stopping Josh Allen, and number 2, being able to run the ball, because this Bills defense, I think the secondary is much better than people realize. I think they've been a very good secondary and opportunistic. But how do you see the Broncos stopping Josh Allen in this game?
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at Josh Allen's games against other good defenses like the Browns or like the Texans, he played awful. So if you compare, the Broncos defense to the Browns or the Texans, they're pretty comparable. I don't see Josh Allen having a cakewalk on Saturday. I think he's going to, have his hands full. I mean, I what is it on PFSN, that site that, does a lot of stats. They have the Broncos rated as the #1 impact defense in the league. And that's mainly due to their pass rush and their run defense. So really two of the key things that are going to affect Josh Allen having success on Saturday. And while the Bills do have great pass protection, they've never faced anyone like the Broncos pass rush this season. So I see at least a handful of sacks on Allen, but the main thing that concerns me is actually keeping him in the pocket when we do that. We've seen a lot of times Cooper and Benito on the edge. They kind of slip inside the tackle rather than going around and keeping contained. And that's what really scares me as far as Josh Allen escaping the pocket and taking off the field, taking off down the field for like 30, 40 yards, especially considering how much man coverage the Broncos run. That's probably the biggest concern I have for Saturday. But outside of that, I think the Broncos have a good chance at keeping Cook contained, and the receivers aren't really going to hurt anybody. I got full confidence in Surtain, Moss, and Barron to keep everybody in front of them. So I feel good about our chances Saturday. I think it's going to be a little bit surprising for most fans out there.
I want to put out a betting line for Riley Moss pass interference yards, because in this game that one of Josh Allen's only hopes is going to be chucking a deep ball Riley Moss's way. Yeah, exactly. To one of these no-name receivers and just have those guys like practice falling down all week so that, you can draw the penalty.
Yeah. And it's going to be at the last 2 minutes or at the end of the game.
It's going to happen too. It's going to happen.
End of the half, they need like 60 yards.
Broncos are going to have a chance to run out the clock. And they're going to get a holding call on 3rd down and 1 where they get the first down. And then they're going to have to punt to Buffalo Bills, and Bills are going to get that pass interference, and then it'll be up to the kicker. So.
All right. You're leaking the script, man.
Sorry. I shouldn't go that deep.
No, but actually this crew, real quick before you guys move on, I saw on Twitter that this crew of referees actually throws the most penalties out of any other crew in the playoffs. So to your point, Cam, this is a big Riley Moss warning game. Hey man, do not touch these receivers past 5 yards.
I mean, honestly, I'd feel more safe if y'all winning with Riley Moss was on the bench. Don't let Josh Allen in the red zone.
Something else I did see though is his crew in the playoffs is something crazy. Like the home team wins like 8 out of 9 times. Which is, I don't know, maybe they just they fall to the peer pressure and they just pander to the home team.
That's with the crew of refs.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Really strange
that to have on your head.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Well, it's 7:15 and I want to give all of us an opportunity to give our take for the game. So in 1 minute or less, we're going to break down this game, how we see it going, maybe give a narrative form of how this game goes. And we'll start with Caleb because you haven't talked in quite a while.
Yeah.
So tell me how this game goes and what's your final score prediction?
Man, I think it's going to be a very slow game. I do think that Broncos are going to come in rusty because I still think they never really found their pattern or rhythm in the regular season. They would start to kind of get in the fourth quarter when they figure out the team a little bit better. So I think that's what it's going to come down to is the fourth quarter in this game. And as long as Josh Allen stays healthy, I think they'll be right there with him in the fourth quarter. Me and Cam were talking about it. Dude was getting his butt kicked up and down this past week. So they got to figure out a way to protect Josh. And then, getting James Cook involved. This man had the most rushing yards the entire season.
Yeah.
And to not be using him, when it matters in the playoffs is just mind blowing. I'd like to sit here and rant about it, but I can't. Anyways, in the end, I think I'm going to stick with 17-13. Buffalo Bills advance.
Dang.
The AFC Championship.
Dang. All right.
Woo.
So
Jose's Twitter fingers are typing right
now.
Get a load of this.
Come see this guy, everyone.
Boo this man.
All right. We're going to go to noted Broncos fan, Mr. Trey, host of the show.
Come to me last.
Come to you last?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, let's switch to let's go to Anthony. Anthony, why don't you give me the 60-second breakdown of this game? How's it going to go, and a final score prediction?
All right, I think it's going to be pretty similar to the wild card game. It's going to be a slow start, not a ton of scoring, but then I think in the second half and especially in the fourth quarter, both teams are going to really take off, and it's going to be basically like the wild card game was, just touchdown after touchdown. And I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, and I can see it in my mind's eye. Josh Allen, 2-minute drive, game-winning touchdown, 31-27.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
That'd be
I love
a big
it.
game.
They're not believers, Jose. They don't believe.
Jose, let's hear what you got, mine.
Yeah, so this game reminds me a lot of a game from 2018, the last time a number 1 seed was an underdog at home in the divisional round. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the visiting Atlanta Falcons, and that year they ended up going on to win the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. This time around, the Broncos are home dogs.
Bo Nix is basically Nick Foles.
According to every.
Oh no, we lost him.
Did we lose him? Oh, he just
Hold
left.
on. We're gonna wait for him because I want to hear this. I
Wait for him to come back. You go.
I
go,
can.
Cam.
I can go. Yeah. We're gonna wait for Jose to come back. Yeah. So I think this game is gonna go very, very poorly for the Broncos haters. I think the Buffalo Bills are an injured team. Jose, we are going to come back to you. I see you're back now. You just froze for a second, so I'm going to come right back to you. Buffalo Bills are a massively injured team. Josh Allen did his job against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I don't think they have enough gas in the tank to come against this Broncos team that's just so strong. Number 1 corner in the league, arguably another top 5 corner on the other side. I think this is Bo Nix's coming out party. And I'm going Broncos.
Let's go.
I'm going Broncos 35-3. This one's not even going to be close.
Dang.
Go Broncos.
35-3.
Dang.
I like that.
He's in your house. Okay.
Yeah. He's pandering to the home
Real
team.
quick. There's a method to my madness. Every time I root against the Broncos, they win, and every time I root for them, they lose. So there we go. That's why I did that.
It's all with my Carolina team.
That is true. That is true. But go Broncos.
Let's
yeah,
go
baby.
Broncos.
Bo Nix coming out party.
Trey's gonna take
Nick
me
Foles
out
coming
back
out
and
party.
shoot
No,
me in the
I
leg
don't
after this.
All right, Jose, I'm sorry I interrupted you and then destroyed your internet service, but please go ahead with your 60-second breakdown.
No.
Man,
It's all good.
what are we doing? I guess Trey.
Yeah, I'll
You
go.
want to take it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I see him. Hold
We
on.
good?
He's moving. Go, Jose.
Yo.
Before we lose you again.
I'm calling Xfinity right after this, but I'm seeing a repeat of 2018. This is a repeat of 2018. The winner of this game will win the Super Bowl. I think the Bills are just too worn down. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game all the way into the second half, kind of similar to what Anthony predicted. But I think in my prediction, the Broncos pull away at the end and just start loading up touchdowns, similar to the wild card game last year between Buffalo and Denver. This time, just reversed. I think the Broncos win this game 31-16 in convincing fashion.
Let's go, baby.
Love it.
Let's go, baby.
All right, Trey, you wanted to be last.
I got 2 words for you guys.
Over the hogs.
Baby! I don't know. Can you all see that?
Oh, yeah.
There it is, man.
They're the overdogs.
We're the overdogs, baby. Yeah, Broncos are going to win this one easy. And I think that's part of me is the playoff anxiety has not hit me yet. You know, like when you want to throw up right before the game starts. Yeah, it hasn't hit me yet. Probably Saturday morning it hit me, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna lose this game so bad. No, they have no Maxwell Hairston, their first round corner. They have no Jordan Poyer. They're both out for this game. They have Ed Oliver coming back, but like he's probably going to be on a snap count and coming into Mile High. Everyone underestimates how difficult it is to fly across the country on a short week to go play in Mile High. This Broncos team is a lot different than they were in last year's playoffs. So are the Bills. And the Bills are a lot worse, decidedly worse. I think the Broncos win this one easy, though. I'm going to say 28-17.
28-17.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix does I think he lights it up. I think maybe we see Marvin Mims, like we talked about.
All I got to say is I'm taking this hurt Bills defense over the Raiders defense.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to show anything against the Raiders to beat them.
Man, I love it. We had 3 Broncos winners and then 2 Bills winners. So I love it. All right. Well, Anthony, Jose, thank you guys for being on. Appreciate you guys, and enjoy the game this Saturday.
Likewise. Until next time.
Thank you.
See y'all. Oh, whoops. That was me. Before we bring on the next people real quick, I hope you realize that was all satire.
Sure.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I said Pat Surtain was the number 1 corner in the league, and then they had probably a top 10 corner on the other side. I didn't know. I wanted more reaction from you guys. I'm disappointed.
Dude, it's all good, man. We know your takes are garbage.
Hey. All right, let's bring on our next guests. We're going to talk 49ers and Seahawks. That's correct? 49ers Seahawks?
I think that's who's next up.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to bring on Soleil. Come on, Soleil. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good. Very, very good.
Excited.
I don't know if you heard, but I just capitulated, and I'm taking the Broncos to win this round.
Yeah, I heard all of the bad takes. I'm ready. I'm so excited for this game. And as I want to Josh Allen, I think I'd probably take the Broncos too.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm all for Broncos Nation. I am now a Broncos fan.
Switching up so hard.
I'm switching up so hard
At
today,
least you
baby.
Respect me for staying true.
That's right.
He's switching up after a week.
Bandwagoner.
Also, real quick, shout out to Soothe Yourself in the comments. Said that really liked Anthony's take, and then laughing at the gold chain, which that was not my gold chain. That is Trey's gold chain.
Sure is.
I did not invest in gold. Neither do I invest in Denver Broncos. But anyway,
he's gonna have to wear one when the Broncos win the Super Bowl.
Soleil, we're talking about this 49ers team, and I swear we were just talking about the 49ers. Hold on. We were just talking about the 49ers like how long ago? It was like 6-7 weeks ago, and we were just both talking about how injured they were and like what is happening right now.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're in round 2 of the playoffs. The 49ers are here. How are you feeling right now?
I think I'm more so just like the Niners are playing with house money right now. Like no one expected that they were going to be here, but I'm happy. The Bay Area is happy. Vibes are good. I can go out anywhere in my Christian McCaffrey shirt and someone's going to hit me with, "Oh, I like your shirt." And it's so much fun. And I think everyone's surprised, but also everyone's thinking, look, it's Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh at the end of the day, and they're like masters of the game. So
right. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, how can you be that shocked? I mean, Kyle Shanahan, this is probably his best season as a head coach.
Yeah,
to be able to bring this team in. I think it's one of the lowest paid defenses in the league, and they're also the most injured defense in the league. On top of that, the offense has been super injured. They finally got healthy and then lost George Kittle last week, and still finding ways to beat teams like the Eagles last week. Just incredible stuff. And can we really be shocked anymore? I mean, is anybody in this room shocked that Kyle Shanahan has dragged another team to the playoffs?
No.
So in this one too, we're also going to have Caleb talking about the Seahawks. So Caleb, Seattle, only a few years removed from Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson and Geno Smith and all the success they had. Now they've got a new head coach in Mike McDonald, whom half of America apparently does not know who this man is. And then they've also got Sam Darnold at quarterback, the reject. I mean, how special has this season been for the Seahawks?
No, it's huge, man. I've always enjoyed watching Seattle and what they produce and bring to the league. But I mean, who expected this, man? Especially the defense coming in and just tearing it up and getting better with every single week. As you guys probably know who watch normally, I'm not the biggest fan of Sam Darnold, but you can't help but to respect like what he's done to come into a new team after being with a new team the previous year and still just tearing it up, being, one of the top passing leaders. in the league. It's incredible.
Yeah, you don't accidentally win 14 games in back-to-back seasons.
Back-to-back seasons with 2 different teams.
Right. That's not on accident. Yeah.
If Seattle loses this dude, like Sam Darnold might go down as the best regular season QB.
Mike Tomlin, if they were on the same team together, just regular season demons, undefeated every year, but then
first round
exit every year.
You get smacked every year. Yeah.
No, it's been a very special season for the Seahawks, but I want to bring it back to Soleil because I think in order to discuss this game, we do have to go back to, was it week 18 when San Fran played Seattle to end the season?
Yeah.
That was kind of a crushing loss for the 49ers. They could not find any rhythm offensively. The Seahawks defense was crushing them. They did find success stopping the Seahawks offense to a degree. Final score ended up being 13-3 for the Seahawks, and they got the first round bye. So what did you take away from that game, and what do you expect the Niners to do differently this time around?
I think, well, one, I was impressed that the score was only 13-3.
Yeah.
Like, the defense was still terrible, and Seattle only scored 13 points, like 1 touchdown. Like, again, when I was writing my recap, I was like, wait, there was literally only 1 touchdown scored in this game. So that was a silver lining for me, but also stopping the run. I think last week they were able to stop Saquon after that dominant first drive. Right. So kind of, if you can stop Saquon, you can stop Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, 100%.
The Starb man himself.
Yeah.
The Carbs man.
All he does is score, man. All he does is score touchdowns.
All he does is steal Kenneth Walker's glory.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
It's Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard all over again.
Oh, my God, man.
It's Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley all over.
100%. But yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I know a lot of people have talked about that game and been like, that was just so depressing for the 49ers, like nothing good to take away. But really, my biggest takeaway, like yours was, Soleil, is that the 49ers defense was able to hold this Seahawks offense to 13 points.
Yeah.
That's a huge feat, especially considering all of the injuries that they have. And, last week they hold the Eagles down to 17 points. Now, Eagles, have had a very tough season with OC Kevin Patullo, who is now gone. Thank God. Hallelujah. But, can they do it again? That's the question. Can Robert Saleh bring this group together to do something that I don't think most of America thinks is possible?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But Cabes, we'll talk about the same game. So Seahawks did a great job on defense,
right?
Handling this team. Do they do anything different in this time around against the Niners? What's the key to success for them?
You just got to be one step ahead, which is easier said than done. But you're going against, in my opinion, the best coach in the NFL. Yeah. It's super tough to anticipate, what Shanahan wants to do, how he wants to execute. Obviously losing George Kittle, that limits your options. Things to worry about. But I think people love to forget that Brock Purdy was just slinging the crap out of the ball right before going into playoffs. And that is still an aspect of the game. So I don't know. I don't think Seattle is going to have anything crazy because they play this team often and they know what to look for and they know what to do. And it's just such a stout defense, man. So obviously your main thing, shut down C-Mac, get pressure to Brock Purdy. And Juwan Jennings sucks. Ricky Pierce wash. I'm playing. Sorry.
Dang.
Yeah. Trey, what about you? Overall take of this game and heat check. How are you feeling about this game?
I see. Gosh, I'm right there with Caleb where I can't make a decision on who I think is going to win this game, and I don't know yet. Because I think the Seahawks are a better team, but for some reason, even though we just saying Sam Darnold's praises a minute ago, I can't believe that he's gonna advance to the NFC Championship,
right?
And I don't know. It's just a different beast. The NFL basically starts over with that wild card, and Shanahan has proven he can make it through deep into the playoffs multiple times.
Yeah.
And, McDonald has not proven that he can take a team there yet. Right. I mean, this could be the season. The defense is for real. They're legit.
Right.
probably like top 3 defense in the league. I would say probably top 1 defense in the league. But I don't know, like, Brock Purdy, I texted you guys this the other day, but Brock Purdy, the only 2 games that he's lost in the playoffs is one of them in which he got hurt in the first quarter and was taken out.
Yeah.
And the second one was he took the Chiefs to overtime and he never touched the ball in overtime.
Yeah.
And that's the only way that's the only reason they lost. Yeah. So I think Brock Purdy turns into a different animal in the playoffs. Not having George Kittle is going to be tough, but you still got Christian McCaffrey, and honestly, like, he's half of an offense in himself. So so I don't know, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be defensive. I think it's going to be low scoring, like that 13-3 game.
Yeah.
But are we doing predictions yet? Or
not yet.
Just a heat check. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I
I'm
watched a video earlier on YouTube just because I was bored and trying to take a nap. But it was like NFL moments where one player took over a game, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Don't know. I mean, I think everybody in this room remembers.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Do you remember LaDainian
Never
Tomlinson?
heard of him.
You never heard of him?
That garbage team.
He was a Charger. You remember him, Soleil?
Yes.
It's been a while. It has been a while. I think he retired in like 2006.
I do know who
but he
is,
was
by
so
the way.
good. He
just so
there
weird.
was one game, I think it was a playoff game, where he touched the ball 48 times.
Yeah,
for like 170 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is what I'm fully expecting for Christian McCaffrey this week.
Yeah.
No George Kittle, no Brandon Ayuk,
No electrical substation.
no
that
electrical
to rip his
substation
knees.
anywhere nearby.
Yeah.
Chris McCaffrey has been absorbing the entire team's
You
health
used all your powers to keep him healthy for the entire
Yeah.
season.
for this
Now,
moment.
This is why.
You're going to give him 50 carries
Absolutely.
in one game.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's.
5 receptions. There you go. 50.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. 50 carries, 5 receptions, or let's just split it. Let's go down the middle, 25 and 25.
Sure.
Yeah.
Break the receptions record. That'd just be incredible.
Yeah.
Line them up out wide, line them up in the slot, line them up at tight end for all I care.
Throw a couple passes.
He is the man.
It's
Let him throw
time.
passes. It's time. But yeah, let's start talking about our final score predictions and break down this game. I can go first for this one. I love the Niners. I love Kyle Shanahan. It's going to be a similar thing to what I said about the last game. That I just think they're too injured. They're coming in playing a team who's on 1 week of rest. And although the wild card in this one is what are we going to see from Sam Darnold? Because this game could easily turn on its head where the 49ers are able to create turnovers off of Darnold because he can be careless with the ball. And the 49ers could make this a really close game. However, I just think that the Seahawks are going to come into this one very conservative. They're going to run the ball. They're just going to do their job. And that defense, like Trey was saying, I don't think there's many defenses better in the league.
Yeah.
Besides Houston. So, I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one. And I'm going to say they score a couple more points. I think it's going to be 23 to 16 in this game.
Who? Seahawks? You said
Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, Seahawks. Steve yourself says, not sure why the comments arrived to you with the delay. I think it's a YouTube thing, to be honest, but got to go now. Thanks for another fun podcast. Thank you for being here. Soothe yourself.
Soothe yourself.
Appreciate
My
you.
man.
Enjoy this weekend of divisional round football. Trey, you want to go next?
Sure. I'll go next. Give me the
Do it.
Yeah. Give me the Niners. I trust Shanahan.
Wow.
I just trust him. I think if they lose again this season, it's probably going to be in the championship. I'm going to take them. I'm not confident in it.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
And Soleil, you're our witness here. This is literally the same game setup. Same exact game setup as the Broncos Bills, except the big difference is you got Josh Allen over Brock Purdy. And the Broncos in convincing fashion. Broncos are no different than the Seahawks.
I sure did.
And the 49ers are very similar, I think, to the Bills, if not worse.
It's not the same.
Very interesting.
It's
very,
not the
just
same.
saying. Very, very
Even when
interesting.
he sides with you.
It's not
It's
the same.
crazy.
I know.
You
dude.
still got to pull something.
Yeah,
out.
Sorry, I'm a
you
Broncos
still
fan. I can't
Yeah,
talk like
that's
this.
Yeah, bro.
No, dude, you're so right. The 49ers are going to win.
Keep it repping. You're here.
Do you have anything else to say? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, well, I was just gonna say I'm not confident in it because I think it's gonna be close. Like this could legit be like a 1-point game, like a 24-25 type game. Again, I said it's not gonna be. It's gonna be lower than that. I will say probably in the teens, probably like 16-17. But yeah, I'll take the 49ers and
I like it.
I'm not going to be surprised at all if I'm wrong.
Last second, Sam Darnold, Hail Mary, caught in the end zone by Jimmy Graham.
Probably a pick. Probably a pick if that's happening.
All right, Soleil, let's hear from you. Give us a 60-second breakdown of how this game's going to go and who you've got winning.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pressure. Okay. Similar to what Trey was saying, I think it would be a low-scoring game. I was just checking the odds. Seattle's favor -7.5. I think that's a little bold considering how much all the 49ers fans will travel. And we were talking about offensive weapons. Yes, Christian McCaffrey is the engine of the offense, but it looks like Ricky Pearsall might be playing. And I know that the Seattle didn't see him in week 18. He didn't play. And I don't believe Trent Williams was playing either. So that might be a fun little thing, just something to think about. But I think I would go, I was kind of grappling with this. I'm going to go Niners. Just like I have to do it.
Got to.
Niners 17, Seattle 13 or 14 maybe.
Woo! I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the conviction. It feels like me and Caleb taking the Steelers last week to beat the Texans. We're gonna do it, and then get just throttled 30-6. I'm not saying you guys are gonna get throttled. That's a good point that Ricky Pearsall's playing. I did not realize he didn't play that week 18 game. That's a big deal.
Play all year though.
He didn't.
I had him on my fantasy team, and I was like, "Come on, dude, do something."
5 games, and in each of those games, he had like 100 yards.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he was playing very well.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I remember when I saw that he had a PCL injury and then missed all those games. I was like, man, I didn't realize a PCL was that bad. And then at the end of the season, my guy, Drake London, who I love, he's like my fantasy king. He got the PCL injury, and they were like, yeah, he's going to be back next week. He's trying to play next week. I was like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
If Ricky Pearsall got shot and came back, but the PCL took him out. Drake London is not playing.
Not going to get
it. Drake London, and then I just have to put this on the internet somewhere. I had Kyle Pitts, and I started Kyle Pitts that day that he scored 45 points.
Let's go. No way.
The whole world to know that.
Let's go. Winning the lottery.
That is winning the lottery.
That's
incredible. You actually played him the day that he actually played.
Yes, I know. It was insane. And then now he's
not for me ever.
Yeah. Gosh. I one time won a free bottle of Pepsi.
I know somebody who played in their I think it was a playoff game at that point, but somebody had Trevor Lawrence and Kyle Pitts in their roster, and they were like the worst seed, and they throttled like the number 2 team in the league.
That's the worst feeling if you're that team. If you're like on the receiving end of that, you're like, how? Like, how is this my luck? Yeah.
All week convincing yourself it's an easy win.
Yeah.
All right, Cabes, go ahead. Final 60-second breakdown.
Okay. I have just been debating this one over and over. On one hand, Seattle's just the stronger team, especially defensively. And, obviously just incredible offensive weapons with JSN. But on the other hand, I feel like their offense is very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And doesn't have a lot of surprises to it. And Kyle Shanahan is the coach to take full advantage of that. However, I'm going against my gut, and I'm taking Seattle.
Dang!
I don't know, man. I think Sam Darnold, this is the year where he breaks the chains of regular season QB.
No more ghosts. No more ghosts.
He's not going to win in the NFC Championship, but he's going to take this one for himself. Score prediction is going to come down to 19-16 in a very weird way. Seattle Seahawks win.
Wow.
Dang.
Weird score, but
I love it.
I'm running it.
I love it. All right, we got 2 Seahawks takes and 2 49ers takes on this one. So
yeah, split
right down the middle. Yeah. I love it. Well, Soleil, thank you so much for being back on. Wish you all the best of luck this weekend. Hopefully you come out with a 49ers win.
Thank you so much. Anyway, go Warriors.
Go Warriors. Let's go, baby.
Thank you guys
All
for
right, see you, Soleil.
See ya.
All right, real quick, we got Troy in the chat. What is up, Troy? Let us know, man. How are you feeling about John Harbaugh? I think you were telling us you were pretty excited about the rumors on Tuesday with John Harbaugh coming in. But how do you feel about Harbaugh and the staff he's bringing in? Apparently, he's bringing back in Monken, maybe Zach Orr, maybe Anthony Weaver. Let us know what you think, dude. But glad to see you here.
Yeah.
All right, and then moving on, we've got our next game, Patriots Texans. We're gonna bring on our first writer, see if our other writers coming in. But Mr. Alex Percy, we haven't seen you.
What's up, dude?
Alex.
Sorry, I've been out of the college life. I've been out of the house where I filmed from all these. I was on a cruise. I was back home with family, but I'm glad to be back.
That's it's good to see you. What was your cruise?
We went to the Bahamas a little bit. Got a good deal on a Norwegian cruise line boat, so it was really fun. Got to go to like St. Thomas. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some sun.
Down.
A little bit darker than I was last time I was on. I got a little bit more tan.
I can see it. Yeah, Alex, I don't think we've had you on since the we talked about all the fan feed fantasy league stuff.
Yeah.
And I brought it up. I don't know if you saw, but you should have won that league.
I think you had a really good team. I mean, you had the most points in the year, right?
I did
have like a bad finals. You had a bad finals, right? I had the most in the last week.
You just faced somebody in the second. You faced Alex. He scored 200 points against you.
He did. I scored like 168 or something.
And you scored 168. You were the second highest scorer in the league that week. You just happened to go up against the highest scorer. And then you would have won the championship had you made it, because you scored more than me in that week without probably even setting your lineup.
It's an absolute miracle too, because Tyreek Hill, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, and more on that team, and somehow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it would have been really poetic for me to play you in the championship, since it was me, Dom, you, and Logan on the podcast for fantasy, and I did take down Dom. Despite the Brian Thomas trade.
That's true.
And to have one of us have won, it would have been in the championship. It would have been fun. It would have shown that we do know what we're talking about, at least to some degree.
Yeah.
And now I think Alex Gast has earned his spot on the fantasy pod if he wants to join. But anyway, we're not talking about fantasy. Fantasy is over and done with. We're talking about playoff football. We've got finally. We got New England at home taking on the Houston Texans. And I just want to get your vibes, because it's been a while since we've talked to you about the Patriots. What's your vibes right now on the Patriots, man? It's got to feel good that you have probably the MVP of the league on the team.
Yeah, I haven't felt this good about a Patriots team in total since, I don't know, 2016. Even the 2018 year, I had more fears about our roster. But with how good our pass rush looked against the Chargers, sure, they don't have offensive tackles, but the way we got pressure up the middle, Milton Williams had a game. He looked so good out there. That made me so happy to see. That was like Bill Belichick looking prime Bill Belichick Patriots football out there on the field against the Chargers. And it just got me hyped. And I do want to say, Trey, who would have thought at the start of this year that our two teams were going to be 14-3, top two seeds in the AFC?
Dude,
I don't know. Who has it better than us right now?
Oh my gosh. No one's got it better than us, dude. We are king. They are peasants. Alex, they can't even talk to us anymore because they're not in the playoffs. Like I'm just gonna take them out of the
Oh no. Yeah, playoffs only.
Dude, playoffs only. This is a playoff conversation.
I guess I deserve it. I did do that to Trey last week.
He took me out last week.
No, but I mean, at the beginning of the season, I don't think anybody was predicting them. Well, probably predicting the Broncos to be in the playoffs, but definitely not the number one team in the AFC.
Not the number one team. I did say on one pod, I was like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm taking the Broncos to win the AFC West.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But dude,
not the number one team.
No,
I don't think anybody.
No. I was thinking like maybe the 3 seed at best.
We weren't even close on Patriots. Dude, I mean, maybe Alex was. No. I don't know where you were on them.
I thought we were going 9-8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 9-8, 10-7. I thought we were going to see a big Drake May leap, which we did. But
massive.
Really, who saw the Steelers making the playoffs and making a wild card exit? at the beginning of the season?
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. My bad. I guess everybody could have predicted that. Have y'all seen the video clip of there was a video clip of John Harbaugh in the locker room. They're showing the Ravens losses since like 2017 in the playoffs with Lamar, and just every game where they barely lost in the playoffs. And it would shoot over to a clip of John Harbaugh in the locker room with the team. He's like, "Who's got it better than us?" And the whole team goes, "Nobody."
Oh gosh,
it gets stuck in my head. So when y'all said that, who's got it better than us? Nobody. Real quick, Troy is back. This is so cool for the Giants. Can't wait till the season starts again.
Dude.
Speaking of John Harbaugh, yes, very exciting for the Giants.
I can't wait.
Once again, we're not talking Giants football. We're talking Patriots football. So yeah, I want to get back to you, Alex. First question I really want to ask you is, do you think Drake Maye is the rightful MVP of the league versus Matt Stafford?
It's so complicated because there's a shift happening in the NFL. It already happened in the MLB. I made this analogy to some of my friends. It used to be just whoever hits the most home runs, their MVP every year in the MLB. But then this year, Aaron Judge won MVP rightfully because he had a better batting average, better advanced stats, better OPS, all that better than Cal Raleigh. That's going to happen in the NFL. And once that does happen, everybody's going to look back at this year and be like, wow, how did Drake Maye, who leads the league in total EPA by 50 points, not win MVP? Mm-hmm. Should he win MVP? Yes. Is he going to? No. We're still in the era where most touchdowns, most yards is going to be enough to get you MVP. But when you look at the advanced analytics, and I'm a sport analytics guy, so I love looking at the analytics, the EPA per play, the completion percentage over expected stuff. Drake Maye leads the league in basically everything. So he should be MVP. He's not going to win it. And I'm not necessarily mad. I think it put more of a target on his back if he did win it. And I'm fine with him keeping that. He'll win some MVPs down the road. Stafford, this is going to be his last. So,
real quick, I think that no matter what, like he already has like that pseudo MVP label attached to him. Like,
exactly.
I think that next year, regardless of if he wins it or not, people are going to be like, this guy was in the MVP conversation through the playoffs. And so I don't know. Like, I think he's already there. So he might already have a target on his back, Alex. Yeah. Something I've been wanting to ask you specifically for the last couple of weeks is if these two quarterbacks were on the other team, who do you think would win the MVP?
I've heard that argument, and I don't know if that would change the MVP race that much because the same argument would take place. The Puka Nacua, he's got Puka Nacua, he's got Davante Adams, but the thing that wouldn't change is that Stafford is 37. And it's crazy for a guy to win his first MVP at 37. It's a storyline. So I think the storyline would still propel Stafford. And yes, I do think Maye would have, probably more touchdowns than Stafford if he was on the Rams. But I still think that Stafford would maybe win the award in that scenario. I don't think that's a necessary hypothetical for it. Yeah. But I do like where it comes from.
Yeah, and we've got Mr. Fantov, new to the show. Welcome, Mr. Fantov. Thanks for being here. Says most people are just narrative merchants, which, that's really what it is. It's like the Matt Stafford send-off. He's been in the NFL for so long. Like, you got to give it to the guy. Statistically, like from the box score stats, not the advanced stats, the more common folk stat, if you will. Stafford's got more touchdowns, got more passing yards. But Drake Maye, like Alex said, man, like you look at the advanced stats, you look at how much he's adding to the team per play. It's unmatched by any other quarterback in the league. Drake Maye, I think, is the best quarterback in the league already.
Wow.
I'd say that. I mean, look at his receivers
over Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, even over like a Josh Allen.
Yeah, I won't say that yet. I won't say that yet, and I'm a Patriots fan, but I love Drake Maye.
I'll be the one to say it. I love Josh Allen, and he's got a lot of help from his coach. He's got Joe Brady. Poor Drake May's got what's his name? Josh
McDaniels.
McDaniels? Oh no, Josh McDaniels. What do you mean, poor Drake Maye? Josh McDaniels is a top 3 offensive coordinator in the league, in my opinion. Josh McDaniels is a top 3 offensive coordinator. He's awful when he's a head coach, and he's going to try to be a head coach again and fail horribly. He's a top 3 offensive coordinator, in my opinion. That's why he keeps getting hired. He's been hired twice. You know, Trey. He went to the Broncos.
Went to the Broncos.
I know.
Went to the
I hate him
Raiders,
because he
awful.
cheated when he was with the Broncos. He literally cheated. Like,
But he is such a special offensive mind at scheming ways to open up the field. We have 2 running backs that he has. He's splitting running backs. He's throwing the ball down the field to Booty and to Hollins. He utilizes guys in ways that very few offensive coordinators can.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Like I don't agree about the top 3 thing. I agree that he is a good offensive coordinator. Real quick, this has got to be Trey's ghost account. Bo Nix is MVP in my heart. Either him or Jose. But anyway, no, Mr. Phantom, I mean,
overdogs,
Bo
baby.
Nix pretty good. But definitely, I don't think he's a Drake May level.
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, he's an MVP in my heart because he's my most valuable player.
He is. He brought y'all out of the miry clay.
Yeah.
My hero.
But so let's talk about this matchup because this is a matchup, man.
Yeah.
If I'm the Patriots, I'm not as nervous about the Texans offense, especially because Nico Collins looks to be out, whom Alex thought Nico Collins can have 1,700 yards this year.
Back.
And me and Trey wholeheartedly agreed that he was going to lead the
did.
league in receiving yards. That did not come to fruition.
That conversation, we were just like, I love this. Like, you can easily see this happening. Now I can't imagine him getting like 17 yards.
If you just looked at like the middle to late 10 games, it looked like he could have got there, but
yeah,
For sure.
yeah, it
he
was
had
a
an awful
slow
start
to the season.
Awful start.
But yeah, definitely brutal for him. Short week, coming off the concussion. It doesn't appear he's going to play. He didn't practice today.
Yeah.
But really the big, I think, matchup here is Drake May and the offensive line against this disgusting Houston Texans defense. So, Alex, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the Patriots need to do to effectively move the ball against this Texans defense?
It's crazy because it's all going to come down to our first round draft pick versus their first round draft pick 3 years ago. Will Campbell versus Will Anderson. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Will Anderson is rushing against Will Campbell basically the whole game.
Yeah.
But
who can impose their will?
Yeah.
That whose will is stronger? Yeah.
Dude, that's a good article title.
That is a good article title.
I'll make it. Sure. I love Will Campbell. It was a really weird week last week because it looked like he was getting bullied a bit by the Chargers, and then he came out with the highest offensive PFF grade of anybody on our team. So I was confused by that. I think he didn't have his best game. He hasn't been as good as he was since he got injured, but if he can hold strong, I'm not saying he has to lock down Will Anderson the whole game. As long as he can limit Will Anderson's pressures, I think we can move the ball. I'm not as scared about their interior rush attack. And I think our receiver core is deep enough to get out of the off of Stingley Island. So I think we'll have enough options, and we're healthier than we have. Kyle Williams, another breakout game. I could use that. For sure.
We do need
Afton Chisholm.
Chisholm. The white savior.
Stephon Diggs.
Austin Hooper.
Stephon Diggs breakout.
We need it so bad. I definitely agree, but I'm also very nervous about the other side. Who's your right tackle?
Morgan Moses. He's questionable right now with a knee, but he should be there. He's
going to be on Daniil Hunter.
Daniil, yeah.
I love Will Anderson. Easily like one of the best edge rushers in the game. Daniil Hunter, dude, is just a freak of nature.
When he was a free agent, was last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago when he was a free agent, dude, I was pounding the table for the Broncos to get him. I'm like, why would you not?
I know.
Like, it doesn't matter. He's still producing. Gosh, this guy is so good.
And the craziest part about him is like the way he rushes is so different than everybody else. He does these crazy spin moves that like is so unorthodox. I just think it's going to be a big task for this offensive line. I think the Patriots can do it. They, like Alex said, I think they've got enough options to where they can spread the ball out and try to stay away from these big defensive playmakers for the Texans. But are
you at all worried after seeing what the Chargers defense was able to limit the Patriots to?
It was a weird game, and I think a lot of it's a young team that has no postseason experience that might have played a bit of a factor. And the Chargers have a good defense. They had a top 10 unit this year. So I was a little bit worried, but I did see our offense come alive in the second half. Drake May, 142 passer rating in the second half. So as long as we can carry on the good juju from that game. And also I was more concerned because, I mean, the the Chargers caused some problems for the Patriots with their defensive tackles. I think it might have been Tart that had the tip pass that was the interception because he dropped back from the middle. But the Texans' defensive tackles aren't very strong. It's more their defensive ends. And May's good at stepping up into the pocket. So I don't think the pass rush matchup is as bad as it could be. So I'm not mad. I'm not that worried going into it. I know the Texans' best defense in the league, bar none, in my opinion. I mean, Seahawks are
I'm with you too.
Yeah. I think we can do it.
Not even close, I would say. Like best defense in the league.
You think
no one
touched? Not even close.
I don't know, dude. Seattle is so good.
Just not even close. Anyway,
he's pointing a finger at me. That's what he's doing.
Let's do our 60-second breakdown. So tell us the story of the game.
You know, Broncos beat the Texans, right? You know that happened.
Yeah, but they didn't even have
CJ Stroud got hurt.
They had goofy old Davis Mills out there.
When CJ Stroud was in,
Davis Mills looks like a
3 points when
Davis Mills was quarterback in this
he
game.
was playing better.
Like
CJ Stroud was
Mike Glennon with a mask on.
Mike
Mike Glennon.
Let's do our breakdown, Caves. I want to start with you because you're a noted Texans lover outside of the Steelers.
Absolutely. This is my pick for the Super Bowl, who I'm rooting for right now.
Come on.
Wow.
Since my beloved Pittsburgh boys decided to I don't know what they did.
Get smacked.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun game. It's the obvious thing to say, but this defense is nothing that Drake Maye has ever seen before.
Yeah.
And I love Drake Maye, and I will never take anything from this past season. I know there's a lot of arguments for playing softer competition and whatnot, but this is playoff football and the number one defense in the league. I mean, just throw it out there. Derek Stingley and Carl Lassiter, I think, are a better duo than like a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Like, everybody wants to talk about the wide receiver duos,
right?
Like,
Lassiter's so underrated too.
Dude, Lassiter's so underrated. But yeah, this is going to be a great game. I can see it being a little more scoring than people are anticipating. In the end, I'm taking the Texans because they're dogs. They're going to the Super Bowl. Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
I'm going to run with 23-21 in a very tight one. And Drake Maye is going to go live in a cave all off season and come back with a full beard next year and just
looking like a man. He's like so grizzly.
He's going to be like what's the cave and Batman? He's got to like crawl out of
the pit.
Yeah,
the pit.
He's going to be
the pit. The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
That's where you're wrong. If he loses, he's going home to Ann Michael May's cooking. She'll cook him a nice baked miss dinner, and then he'll be ready to go the next week. He'll be ready and ready.
His overalls.
Yeah. Dude, I am ready for bad boy Drake Maye. Yeah. Drake Maye with a beard. Come on. Who's gonna beat that guy?
He'll just grow his hair out like Tom Brady did.
Yeah,
that's what he's gonna do.
Exactly. Yes. All right, I can do the next one. I'm taking Texans. That's my Super Bowl pick as well. I just think the defense is so disgusting, and I think the offense is serviceable enough. I think even without Nico Collins, they got guys like Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, Christian Kirk, not Charlie Kirk, Christian. Kirk, if anybody saw Stephen A. Smith,
did you see that touchdown?
Did you see the edit that somebody did? Somebody put Charlie Kirk
catching passes.
Insane.
All right, Charlie Kirk, man. Respect to him. But anyway, yeah, I just think the Texans are a very good team, and they're going to impose their will in this game. I just don't think many teams are built for the physicality that the Texans present in each and every game. So I'm going Texans. Nice. I'm going to go 23-10 in this one. So yeah, Trey.
Yeah, surprise pick probably, but. I'm going Patriots.
Yeah,
baby. It's gonna be if you're into the conspiracy stuff, like the U.S. wants to see Broncos versus Patriots next week in the AFC Championship.
The U.S.
Yeah, the U.S.
What poll was this?
Oh,
did I miss it?
They didn't include you because you're not in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you're not.
We want it to be 2016 all over again. I heard 2026 is the new 2016, and that was
that's right. That's right. So I think the one thing about the game last week from the Patriots side is they showed me that their defense is a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I know they don't have tackles, whatever. Justin Herbert's got a little finger or whatever. But at the same time, dude, like their defense, like they're playing like playoff level, championship level defense right now. CJ Stroud I think there are questions about him if he's a good quarterback at all. I mean, I think he's fine. I think he's a serviceable starting quarterback, but I don't think he's
certainly no Bo Nix.
He's certainly no Bo Nix, nor is he rookie CJ Stroud anymore.
Is he better than Sam Darnold?
No, I don't know.
No.
For that reason,
I'm head off.
I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. I'm taking the Pats, dude. I think it is close though. 2017. That's what I'm doing.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Alex, wrap us up. Texans, right?
You're funny. Here's how it goes for me. The Patriots this year have shown me that they are able to create breakout plays on offense, even when they're getting shut down. And that's not something that we've had in the past few years. It's not even in the Brady years where we have breakout play offense, but now with Travion Henderson, Kyle Williams, Drake Maye able to throw the ball anywhere he wants. We have breakout plays basically every game for touchdowns. And I think that the Patriots can get 2 touchdowns on this Texans defense. And I think that's going to be enough because I don't think the Texans are going to be able to score.
That's what I'm saying.
With a below average receiver core, no Nico Collins, Woody Marks is serviceable, CJ Stroud serviceable, but this Patriots defense, when it's healthy, it's deep, it's full of free agents. We spent a lot of money on it and it's good. So if I had to guess, I think it's going to be a low scoring game, but Patriots breakout plays are going to carry them. I have Patriots 17-13.
Whew. Yeah, that's crazy. 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's what the Texans scored last week was 2 touchdowns on defense.
Yeah.
Better defense.
Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
no Drake May.
Anyway, no, I love it. Really quick, Mr. Phantom says, have the Texans even made the AFC Championship? I don't think they have.
Maybe next year.
I know that they made the divisional round against the Chiefs in like 2018 or 19. Yeah. And that was the game they went up like 21 or 24-0.
24, yeah.
And the Chiefs came back and scored 51 unanswered.
Unreal, dude.
Unreal. Patrick Mahomes just so good. So good.
We need that Mahomes back.
Yeah, we need healthy Mahomes back. We need Eric Bieniemy to get hired back to the
I don't know. This has been the most fun in the playoffs I've had in
I'm sure
how many years did you make?
Sure, because you haven't played yet.
8 years.
Oh man. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Alex, for being here, dude. Good luck and enjoy divisional round weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all too. I'm excited for it.
Pats.
All right.
Maybe see you next week in the championship track.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
See ya. All right.
Good stuff.
We got one more game. One more. I'm gonna bring on Mr. Lee. And
how's it going?
Mr. Oh,
what's up?
What's up, Lee?
What's up, guys? What's up? How's it going, guys?
What's going on? Lee, we haven't seen you in quite a while, and normally you're talking about the precious Cowboys, but today you're talking Rams.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, excited. Dom, Mr. Iceman is leading y'all on a sensational playoff run so far. What do you think?
I can't even touch the jersey right now. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
It's like I was looking at it to wear it tonight, and I said I was like, that'll do something that's not good for us. So I left it where I left it on Saturday night after the win, and it's been there since. So
I haven't touched it.
It's gonna stay there until anything changes.
I love it. Real quick, I do want to just congratulate Dom. Graduated college, first one in your family, right? Graduate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congrats. Well, done, my man.
Wow.
You got a promising life ahead of you, and
thank you.
Definitely got a career in this if you ever wanted it. So well done, my man. Well done.
Much appreciated, guys.
College,
thank you.
and the Bears make playoffs.
I know.
What a
And
year.
Caleb Williams is good.
He might propose to his girlfriend. Who knows?
I know. Crazy. All right, wait. Hold on.
Watching this.
Do it live on stream. Just kidding. All right, let's talk about this game. I first want to start with Lee, and we're just going to talk about the Rams. So Rams barely escaped the Carolina Panthers. Almost lost a second time to them this year, but they do escape. They beat the Panthers. Now they're coming against this Bears team that it just doesn't seem like anybody can beat them right now when in the cold months. But, how are you feeling about the Rams as a whole right now and their chances to make the Super Bowl?
I mean, going in for the last couple of months, I've thought that Stafford was the MVP. And then it looked like he may have lost it to Maye. Is it still at pick'em odds right now?
Yeah, I think it's still it's very close between those two.
Yeah, I think he may have. There's a chance that Maye might have taken the MVP from him after the Falcons game, but
right.
I don't know. I think this week, if Davante Adams looks better after another week coming back from that hamstring injury, I think they do have a real chance. But those cold weather games for those dome teams, have y'all seen the stat from Twitter? It's been blowing up about that.
What's the stat?
Hold on, let me pull it up just so I don't get it wrong. I put it in my article.
I read it. Actually.
Teams with a domed home stadium are 1-15 in the playoffs when the weather is below 40 degrees in the last 16 games.
That's crazy. I also saw something similar about
it's a nuts stat. I don't know what to think. And then there's also there's more. Like Miami lost to Kansas City 2 years ago. They don't have a dome, but I mean, you could tell how much a cold bothered them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think.
It is kind of nerve-wracking, and I think there was a lot of hope. I remember last year's game between the Rams and Eagles, and that was probably the best playoff game, especially on the NFC side, was that game, and it was in the snow. And I thought the Rams played a great game, and it came down to Puka Nacua missing a catch. But, I mean, it would have been an incredible catch if he made it. And so I do like their odds here, despite the stat. Steelers had a 23-game winning streak at home on Monday nights leading up to this past Monday night, and they got the brakes beaten off of them. They got beat so bad that Mike Tomlin said, "No more, man. I can't do this. Give it to somebody else." So
he's like, "We're losing a lot of games next year."
Maybe my auntie is my uncle. My auntie is a man now. Shout out to Lamar. But anyway, let's move over to Dom. Chicago Bears, man. What can you say? I mean, they play terrible in the first half. It's a classic rope-a-dope. Muhammad Ali, they just play terrible the first 3 quarters of the game. And then it's like all of a sudden Caleb Williams is like, "Oh yeah, I play football. I'm super good at this." And that throw he had last week on 4th and 8 against the Packers, they come back down 21-6 in the first half and they end up winning. How are you feeling about your Bears, man?
I'm going to tell you right now, during the second half, I started on my review article for the game. So that'll let you know how much confidence I had in them, despite them doing it every time in the regular season. I just thought the stage was too big and, the lights were too bright, and I was completely wrong. And I even said in my article, and I said it this week again, please don't do that. Please don't wait till the last minute. Not only for their sake, but for my my well-being and every single Chicago Bears well-being. So I was definitely a little bit in shambles, but I mean, we kind of saw just that offense come together, and I hope it's just a playoff thing, first game in the playoffs thing for a lot of them. A very young team, a lot of rookies on that team, offensive and defensively. So I hope it's just kind of getting off the rust in the first half, and then from here on out, I think they get it together. Especially, I mentioned in my article, Loveland had a fantastic game. Really showed why he was that pick off the board, even above Tyler Warren. I seen a couple Twitter posts on a couple articles saying, looking back at my first take on that Tyler Warren and Loveland pick was a little skeptical. So definitely show why he was the first pick. And it was just a great game. It was really not for nothing the most viewed game in NFL history as well. Damn. I don't know if you guys saw that stat.
Wow.
Damn.
So yeah, so most streamed game. I don't know about most viewed, but I know most streamed game in NFL history. So it was an awesome game, and I think that it's going to be an even better game. I know. We were just talking about how Stafford maybe isn't the MVP, but he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. One of the best 1A, 1B, with Jaxson, Smith-Njigba. So with Puka. So I think that it's going to be a fantastic game. I think it's going to be a shootout, but we'll get to predictions later with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it safe to say Bears fans haven't been this happy since year 4 of Justin Fields?
Man, I don't know. I don't think they've been happy since 2018. So
Jay Cutler?
No, Trubisky in the miss kick.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that.
The double doink. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, so Lee, let's come back to you. We're talking about the Rams, and you kind of hit on some of the issues. Number one, Stafford's kind of been a little more careless with the ball these last couple games. That Falcons game definitely stands out to me as one where he was throwing picks all over the place and turning the ball over. That's something you can't do in the playoffs. I think the other issue that I've been seeing is just how Swiss cheese this defense is. And so I don't know, how do you feel, or like, what do you think their game plan needs to be here against the Bears to win this game?
I mean, I think they're going to have to come back with Davante. I think that's the biggest thing with how Stafford's looked over the past few weeks. It's kind of his slump is gone with, Davante being out, which,
right.
I mean, you lose your number 2 receiver who's like a defining guy of, this decade.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really unfortunate for Stafford there, but I think they're just going to have to try to keep their foot on the gas. It's the biggest thing with these Bears games recently is they are clutch. I said in my article, I think they're the clutchest team in the league. Does anybody have the stat off the top of their head? Is it 8 game-winning drives from Caleb this year?
I think it is.
Just about. Yeah, I think 8 or 9.
I want to say in the last game there was a stat that said 7 before it was over. But basically they're just going to have to keep their foot on the gas and pray. Hopefully Davante is a full go because he had 5 catches on 13 targets last week, which you're going to have to do better than 50% on that. Puka, they ran so much of the offense through him, especially early, but he only had, I think it was 10 catches on 18 targets, if I'm not mistaken, which they're both, not super high percentages that you would, want from those guys on your team. I think with this defense being as Swiss cheese as it's been, especially against a high-powered offense like Chicago with Ben Johnson, you're just going to have to try to keep your lead foot on the gas.
I will say too that I think Carolina Panthers secondary is a lot more stout than the Bears secondary, and I think they force a lot more incompletions. So I think 18 targets to Puka really in this game could be more like 13, 15 catches, and the same with Davante. But I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is that
it easily could be.
Yeah, the Panthers, I do think, have a stronger secondary. However, we brought this up a couple weeks ago, is that the Bears are leading the league in takeaways.
Yeah.
So I'm going to swing this back over to Dom because, I think that's a huge matchup thing here. If we're talking about this game being as a high-scoring, back-and-forth affair, the turnover battle is going to be huge. So, I want to hear your game plan and how you see that defense making their impact in this game, being the team that has the most takeaways on the season.
Yeah, I think that not only that's going to be huge, I think the third down conversions are going to be pretty huge as well. I think that they kind of bear up, for lack of a better word, bear down on that in the second half in the Green Bay game. And obviously the turnover is going to be pretty important. You need guys like Kevin Byard to chip in. You need, I don't know if Tyreek Stevenson is a go for this week. I think he is, but you need him to chip in. Jalen Johnson, I was watching him last week, wasn't as efficient as I thought he was going to be. I don't know if he's 100%. So hopefully that secondary comes back healthier. I know Edwards is, I don't think he's going to be in. So I think Sewell will be replacing him at that Will spot, that left outside linebacker spot. So I think that secondary needs to be a little bit better, especially in the first half. You've seen a lot. Even that touchdown to Golden in the second half was a lot of that on the secondary. He broke like 3 tackles to get in. So not only the turnovers, just making sure we get that guy down after he makes the catch. So that yards after catch isn't too impactful, especially guys like Puka, Nacua, Davante. you can't let them get in the red zone, the Rams. So they're way more efficient than the Packers.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. We're going to talk about our review of the game. Give us a 60-second breakdown of how you foresee this game going, and then give us your final score prediction. Before we do, I did want to bring this up because did y'all see Caleb Williams' interview after the game this past week?
I didn't see it.
With the cheese grater?
Well, I did see the cheese grater.
that was Albert, yeah. But he was just happy to be there.
Just the interview directly after the
awesome.
game. I'll tell you what, that might have been one of the cringiest things I've seen from a quarterback all year.
With the cheese grater?
No, the cheese grater was fine. It was right after the game, some of the reporters go up and the lady's like,
yeah.
Caleb, you guys came in here and you beat the Packers and all. He's asking all these questions. And he just, hey, man, this is the den. I told everybody before the game, like, this is our den. Let's protect it. I was like, brother, I want to scream right now. I don't know, Dom, do you disagree?
Also, him
as a Bears
first
fan,
pick.
are you about that? Like, that felt like the zestiest winning speech I've ever heard. It's our den, man.
Listen, I said this at the beginning of the season. I don't care what he does. He could paint his nails. He could. I don't really even care as long as he's winning games. And after, like you said, after the throws he made to come back, he could talk however he wants, man. As long as he doesn't turn into, Mitch Trubisky or Justin Fields. He did win the MVP, the Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player. So it is a little scary. At this point.
Just award.
The awards that matter.
Yeah, the award, we talk about the MVP with Matthew Stafford, but that's the real. I think that's the real MVP award. No, but I mean, he's definitely young. He's not a very poised quarterback when it comes to talking.
Yeah,
he's no Bo Nix.
He's finding his voice, man. I give him grace, but it was just so funny. He like hit him with the smooth, like, hey man, and like bobbing his head,
like that Jalen Ramsey interview from back in the day.
Jalen Ramsey, or like Jalen Hurts.
Like,
hey man, we just came in here, we did our job, man. That's all we got to do. You just got blown out 32-7. Yeah, man, we just got to do our job better.
Trey Big has a good point. Dom, is Caleb Williams better than Bo Nix?
This year, I think so.
Lee, is Caleb Williams better than Bo Nix?
I think so.
But the thing is, the first half of the season, I would not have said that. The first, I think, 7 or 8 games. I probably would have
graduated from Harvard, so
Dom,
that when he says something,
he's an Ivy League graduate. Like, this man knows
I'm
what
big
he's talking
football
about.
school.
He was in class with Puka Nacua at Brigham Young. Like,
I'm gonna get the email from Trey saying, "Oh, we've appreciated your time here. It's really nice knowing you."
However, you spoke a little haphazardly on the podcast this past week. And, for that, we will have to
due to creative differences.
Yes.
Trey already told me every time I go against Broncos, I'm getting an Indian rug bird. My count's already at like 11 now. So
it's gonna be funny when this website just turns into all the writers are secretly Broncos fans pretending to write for other teams. Oh man! All right, let's do this. Let's start with you, Dom. Give us a 60-second breakdown of this game. Who wins? What's the final score?
I said before it was going to be shootout, but I say that in very general term. I think it's going to be a tough game for both teams. It's going to be in rough weather. It's going to feel like minus 10 degrees. I don't know the exact temperature, but it's going to feel around there. So it's going to be a little snowy. I think it's going to be rough. I said in my article, I think it's going to be 24-20. Bears win. I think it's going to be tightly contested. I don't think they're going to have to come back. Hopefully, they're not going to come back because I don't want another heart attack. So I think it's going to be 24-20. Bears win. Slugfest of a game. That January football type of game that we all love.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope that's what we get.
Yeah, I just looked at the weather report. 20 degrees and snow.
God.
Yeah, it's going to be a cold game. All right, Lee. I know you're talking about weather, but give us your 60-second breakdown of this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Bears are going to come out on top. I think it's going to be it's not going to look like a shootout in the scoreboard or on the in the box score, but I think it's going to come down to who can run the ball better. in these cold conditions, you can't really rely on receivers to catch very well, especially for teams that are used to playing in better weather. It being a snow game is just this weather is going to be pretty rough, probably for both teams, but I think specifically the Rams. I think you're probably not far off. The spread moved over to 4 points flat. The Rams are road favorites. So I think at the very least, I would take the Bears to cover that spread +4. And then I think the Bears probably win outright. I'm thinking probably something like 21-24.
Wow.
Bears.
Love it. All right, Trey.
All right.
Let's hear it.
I'm taking the Rams.
Let's go. Your Super Bowl pick.
They're my
Since the
Super Bowl
beginning of the
pick.
season.
Yeah. So were the Bengals, but that got derailed with Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor still being the coach.
Yeah. The last domino stand.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Rams. Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford have been here before, and they've done it. And last year, they were one Puka Nacua catch from beating the Eagles in Philadelphia in a snow game. And that team went on to annihilate the Red Hot Commanders and annihilate the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Not much has changed from that team other than defense is a little bit worse, but they do have Davante Adams. Their offense is a lot better. And so I'm going to take them. I just think that, we've been big Bears believers, Cam. You and I have all year. Roller coaster of emotions there. I'm sure not as much as Dom here, but I just think they're a year away. I think next year, I don't know. Ben Johnson, he hasn't gotten it done in the playoffs with Detroit, with all those weapons and everything. And I just, it's hard for me to see a path where Ben Johnson out coaches Sean McVay in this game. And so that's the only thing that I'm going for. I mean, whether or not the weather or not, that's I'm going to take the Rams. But yeah, I think it's going to be kind of close too. Lower scoring because of the weather. So let's say I'm going to do 20-16. That's what I'm going with.
Nice.
Bears are going to miss a PAT.
Ooh, double doink.
It's going to happen.
Triple
doink.
Yeah.
I'll die.
Quick shout out to Trey Jones. Says good analysis from the young writers. So good job, guys. Chicago wins by a field goal in that cold weather.
Good name.
I love it.
I love his name.
Yeah, it is a good name.
Yeah.
He spelled it the right way too. Interesting.
Yeah, you can spell it.
That's my dad.
Quarterback different ways. It'll still be good.
All right, Caleb, break it down for us.
This is probably the game I'm most excited for. I'm taking the Rams.
Let's
I've been
go.
on the Rams since week 4, week 5. However, this is one I don't usually take. I think it's going to be really high scoring in the first half, but I think these coaches are so smart and are really good at flipping things around and switching schemes in the second half. I think it's going to slow down in the second half and come down to a really, really tight game. And it's going to come down. I think Rams are winning it 23-19. And Caleb's going to be pissed. And Matt Stafford's going to hit him on the arm and say, hey, man, you're going to be a great quarterback in this league.
Don't worry, man.
It's going to be like, we didn't invent our den.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, man, you're going to be a great quarterback.
in this league, man.
All right. So as you know, Matt LaFleur got hammer spanked by Ben Johnson this past week. I don't think there's two coaches in the NFL that hate each other more than Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur.
Oh, dude.
Pretty cool rivalry. Matt LaFleur is Sean McVay disciple.
Yeah.
So Sean McVay is daddy. So now Ben Johnson's coming home to daddy. And
beat up the
daddy's
schoolboy.
son just got beat up.
Yeah.
And Ben Johnson's been on the phone with Matt saying, hey, it's okay. Just look at me. It's going to be all right. I got you. Sean McVay taking the Rams to Chicago in this one. In Chicago, cold weather be darned. Rams are going to win this one. Matt Stafford and the Davante Adams connection is going to be the thing that helps them win it. It's going to be a high-scoring game, but we are going to see Caleb Williams make those mistakes that he was prone to making earlier in the year. They had a miracle run. It was a beautiful win against the Packers, but Daddy comes home. Daddy is moving on to the NFC Championship. Give me the Rams 35-31 in the snow. Yeah, Davante Adams, a hat trick. I loved what Lee said about Davante Adams. That is the game changer. Yeah, and this is a Swiss cheese defense from the Bears, despite the turnovers. Yeah. They do make a lot of takeaways, but yeah, man, Davante Adams gets the hat trick, and he gets to be the one at the end of the game. I mean, he came into the den, man.
We took their den, man.
But yeah,
does anyone know if there's an update on? Does anyone know if there's an update on Nacua Wright, Cowboy legend, if he's going to play?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Game.
Yeah,
he's not going to play. Oh, that could be huge.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Nacua Wright injury update. Hamstring. Well, that's ChatGPT.
I learned this week while you
close to zero.
Close to zero?
Yep.
Yeah.
His chances to return are close to zero.
Oh, he's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to
Cowboy legend.
Right?
Cowboy legend.
All right, we got to redo all of our takes.
He was.
Anyway, yeah, just another excuse for me to call Sean McVay daddy.
Good Lord.
I would love.
You might be older than him.
I might be, honestly. I would love the Rams to lose in this one because that just means Chris Shula or Nate Scheelhaus or whatever.
Yeah.
Those coaches can come to Pittsburgh and sign the papers. But anyway, we might be waiting on that.
Yeah.
But Dom, Lee, thank you guys both so much for being on the show. Hope you guys both enjoy the divisional round, and good luck to both your teams.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boys. See you guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right. And
sweet.
We switching it. Oh. It's not going back. Anyway, guys, do y'all have anything you wanted to say? Trying to get our faces back. Oh, there we go. That we'll take that. We'll take that. You don't like my Sean McVay daddy take?
I think it's weird you're calling another man daddy.
I'm not calling him daddy. He just is daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Trey would never do that. You're weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're gonna have to sit down after this.
Troy says the Rams will win, but they will not make it easy on themselves. That is something I can believe in.
Nice.
That feels like the story of their last 5 weeks.
Right? Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Caleb?
No, I think this might be in my prime watching years of football, which aren't as long as you guys, but this is the most exciting football and playoffs I've had the honor of watching.
Yeah.
Everyone is just so evenly matched, and it's so many good defenses, and can sometimes be boring, but also is so fun to watch. Watching Texans defense play and watching Surtain and the Broncos play, man, it's a work of art. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah,
same. I can't wait to watch these games. And I took all these takes tonight, but honestly, I could have been swayed to either side.
Yeah,
every single one, pretty easily.
So you, obviously, Steelers not in anymore.
Right?
You guys, what are the most exciting games to you? On the docket, if you had to rank them.
If I had to rank them, the games that will be probably the overall most exciting would be, it's hard. They're very close.
Right.
Rams Bears is probably going to be the most exciting. Just it has the highest scoring potential.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think the games I'm going to be most glued to are the Broncos, Bills, and Patriots, Texans.
Okay.
Obviously, like I've said before, Texans are my Super Bowl pick. They were my dark horse contender in the beginning of the year, and they were a true dark horse because even I gave up on them mid-season.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
when they were 3-5.
Yeah, they were 3-5. They turn around and they've been the hottest team in the NFL. So I'll be glued to both of those games. And really the Seahawks-Niners game, I think, even just talking to Soleil, I feel like I could have swayed myself to say, well, am I really going to pick against Kyle Shanahan again? Because I did not think he was going to. I said the Eagles were going to win 31-10 last week. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
So, just incredible football this week.
Because I kind of feel the same way that the AFC games are going to be the most fun.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the NFC. And part of me wonders if that's just because we're AFC boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just I just wonder. I want to ask somebody else. Maybe we'll bring those guys back on really quick.
Just bring it. Hey, everybody, come back on real quick.
Everybody wants.
Well, we could ask Lee. He's a Cowboys fan, right?
That's right. He is a Cowboys fan.
And he's not in it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, these are just great games.
Yeah,
and like Caleb said, I feel like I could have been swayed either way with a lot of these. It's going to be fun, even betting on some of these games, player props. Just really fun. All right.
Have you given your Super Bowl prediction? If you think it's going to be, are you saving that
this year?
Yeah.
Let's go around the table. Let's give our Super Bowl predictions.
All right.
We should have done this at the beginning of playoffs wild card, but
we should have.
We're here.
I made some picks actually earlier. Okay. And I can read you. Well, no, my phone is in use at the moment. My initial Super Bowl pick was Rams Jags. That's what I had.
Yeah, you got on the Jags kind of late, and that was a great call.
I did.
Mean, I know they didn't win this past week, but they were trending up.
Well, and you think Trevor Lawrence had 2 interceptions or something.
Yeah.
Even take one of those away, they might win that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that's how close that game was. I mean, credit where credit is due. The Bills forced those interceptions, but man, it could have easily flipped the other way. Yeah. And then I would take them against the Pats right now. I would take that same Jags team right now. I would take them against the Pats probably.
Yeah.
We talked about earlier in that game too. Just want to touch on the Bills again really quick because we talked about how the Bills weren't able to get James Cook going really.
Right.
But the Jags also have the second best rushing defense in the league this year. So
good.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think James Cook's going to have a game on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what my Super Bowl pick was. And I had the Broncos meeting the Jags in the AFC Championship, and then the Rams. The Rams going against who was it? Oh, the Seahawks. That's who it was. Yep.
Okay.
They were going up against Seahawks and then beating the Seahawks to the championship.
Wow.
And then taking the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Dang.
What about you guys?
Caleb, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
Oh, it's tough for me. I definitely think that Rams are going to the Super Bowl this year on the NFC side. And I want to go Texans because they're one of my favorite teams. But I think it might be a Bills-Rams Super Bowl.
Wow.
Which would be beautiful. I'm just thinking about it, man. How much is it going to break Josh Allen to not make the Super Bowl again this year?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's going to crush his spirit.
That I don't even know.
Hopefully, it'll crush them so bad that they'll actually draft him a receiver.
You would
not
think.
named Keon Coleman.
They got more issues than receivers, though.
I don't know if you give Josh Allen who's one half decent receiver that came out of the draft this past week.
I mean, he had Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs.
You give all right. Give him Jaden Higgins, up and coming rookie from the Texans.
Yeah.
Even somebody like that who was drafted in the second round by the Texans. I just think he's so much better. He had Diggs, right? But that was a whole different NFL at that time. That was 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's prime Lamar,
and he was balling.
Mahomes,
It wasn't like he was bad. He just couldn't beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And right now, the dude is literally throwing to Tyrell Shavers, Keon Coleman, who has been a non-injured. What do you call that? He didn't play. He wasn't on the roster. Not a red shirt.
No.
There's a word for it, but I can't think of it.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're trying to say, but I can't think of it either.
He was just benched. He just did
yeah.
not even dress for the a couple of the games.
Oh, just inactive.
Inactive.
Yeah.
And so these are the receivers he's throwing to. Even Dalton Kincaid is not a very good tight end.
Yeah.
I think that he needs weapons really bad. A lot of teams tried to make that shift like the Chiefs did because they had to pay their quarterback, where they got rid of Tyreek Hill, the receiving weapons, and they've struggled ever since then. I know the Chiefs have won Super Bowls, but they've struggled offensively for years. Bills did it. Even the Ravens to a degree, I think, have done it. So I just think getting the Bills some weapons would be a big deal for them.
And it's just a testament to how good Josh Allen is. If you think about it, I would honestly take Steelers receiving core over the Bills receiving core.
Yeah.
Obviously James Cook, but then the Steelers have a better defense. Like Bills are a glorified Steelers with Josh Allen.
Right.
And look at how bad Pittsburgh is.
Yeah.
Just horrible to watch. So
well, and that's something that last week when we were talking about this too, I said I'm going to take the Jags because I think the Bills are a bad team overall. They've got Josh Allen, so that that adds to their win total for sure.
Right.
But you replace them with just any average quarterback, and they're like a 5-win team in a year.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that. It's like that kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, as we talk about it more and more, like, man, I think the Broncos are going to dog walk them on Saturday.
Yeah, that's why I said it. 35-3.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
35-3.
You can't count them out. Yeah, that's what he said.
Did you say 35-3?
35-3.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Dog walk.
I mean, this guy's
you should see me on Twitter right now.
Promotion.
What's his name? Jose tweeted me in the middle of the show, and he was like, welcome to Broncos country. Tagged me. And I just responded to him with Bo Nix greater than Thomas Brady. And then he liked it. And then I sent another one. Patrick Mahomes equals yucky.
Equals yucky.
My Super Bowl pick right now. Obviously I've got Texans on the AFC side. I'm just so thoroughly convinced in that defense.
Nice.
But on the NFC side, I just don't see anybody beating the Seahawks.
Wow.
And I know the Rams they should have probably beaten them the second game around because they had that weird 2-point conversion callback and all that stuff that happened in that game. Crazy game. But the way the Rams have been trending lately, I think has been very concerning. Matt Stafford being more haphazard with the ball, the defense being even more Swiss cheese. Now you're talking about going and playing a top tier defense in Seattle. I just don't think Seattle is going to lose. Even if they play the Bears, like not even going to be close. That's going to be the most frustrating game for Ben Johnson and the Bears.
If Chicago somehow makes it through like that, that might be the easiest game the Seahawks play the whole playoffs. So
exactly. So that's my picks. I could easily be swayed about any of these AFC teams though. I think they're all pretty good. But yeah, that's my picks. So all right. Well,
wait, you said already?
Yeah. I was still deciding between Bills and Texans.
Oh, that's right. You said,
I couldn't really see Bills.
You said Bills Rams.
Yeah, I think I might go Bills Rams.
Yeah.
How crazy would it be if it was Bears Broncos and Caleb Williams just shows why he's the best in the league?
Oh my!
Caleb Williams throws for 316 yards, 10 for 21 on the game, but throws a dot in overtime to Luther Burden.
And Bo Nix throws for
I don't know.
It sounds like you're hurt by an ex Broncos quarterback.
The exact same completions and attempts, but has one less yard.
Ex New York Jet. All right, cool. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for being on the show tonight with us. It's been a blast. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're live right now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll update the schedule once we get into the off season. You can also follow us on social media, anywhere on social media at FanFeed Network, and listen to us on podcasts anywhere podcasts are streamed. Just look up FanFeed Network. Also, make sure you go check out the website, fanfeednetwork.com. Still got articles cranking out from all the awesome writers that you guys saw tonight. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, guys, get everybody. It's time. Take it easy.
I love the playoff game.
So